How will you fare in the world of caves and creatures? Stat, Uniter of Watchers, Leader of the Statues. We perceive statues as inanimate objects, decorations, symbols. Stats, however, united all of these sentient statues to form a collective known as the Watchers. The Watchers, as the name implies, watch the flow of time and keep things in order. Statues' main thematic is the ability to move in strange ways, often in beneficial ways. For example, Stat is the only leader that can move diagonally, and coincidentally, the only leader that can path on void. This allows him to move in ways that other leaders cannot, but simply having one movement can make movement difficult at times, even with his advantage. Even some human monuments became part of the Watchers. Inspired by chess pieces, statues have various chess-themed watchers at their command. For example, the white chess knight moves exactly as a knight would, whereas the rook moves exactly like a rook would. There is even a crystal chess queen. These creatures often have to move in very specific ways, and suffer penalties for doing so. However, Stat has the ability to make them path normally, resulting in them being allowed to choose how they move. And this makes creatures such as the white chess knight have an incredible 3 movement in many scenarios, if you can spare the action point. The Watchers, being ages old, have become wise and learned much in their time. The Buddhist statues allow them to nullify any sort of violence from your opponent. Utilize the Buddhist of Blue to nullify creatures at a key moment. Utilize Buddhist of Green in order to prevent problematic enchantments, or even use Buddhist of Red to capitalize upon your opponent relying upon a hex. Of course, these Buddhists graving themselves in order to prevent violence only benefit the statues, since they have both Ancestral Gift and Buddhist Blessing, allowing them to rack up an incredible advantage. Nullify your opponent's cards, and then gain more cards in mana. Utilize Watcher of Influence to create openings that your opponent didn't want to leave. Manipulate the future, and make future events occur now in the present. Or demonstrate your considerable patience with the Patient Rockweiler. If you wait long enough, he can traverse the entire board. Try placing the Patient Rockweiler near combat to benefit from its incredible stats. Then, after your opponent has retreated, he can run in on a later turn and strike where the opponent is weakest. The statue's unique creature is Statue Sphinx Senretta. Senretta has very little movement, but her ability is incredible. As a pseudo-deity of the desert, she makes a massive area of the map desert, which can harm your opponent. In addition to this very powerful effect, she also provides her friendly statues with immunity to desert. Her low movement is compensated for the wide area that she catches with this ability, as well as her incredible stats. Few can hope to get past her, and fewer still can hope to fight her. When fighting against the statues, forcing them to move around the board or simply outpacing them can result in a serious advantage. This is one of their weaknesses. It is worthwhile noting that Stat struggles to run away from any sort of conflict, having only one movement. He can move diagonally, but he cannot clear a great distance. He cannot simply move 2 squares forward in a turn. This means you can chase Stat down and take him out. When playing as the statues, look for opportunities, gaps that your opponent has left. Your statues moving in strange ways can often be of benefit, as opposed to harm. Stat wants only for his Watchers to be able to continue watching as they have always done. Will you help the statues? Help them withstand the test of time? Or will you fight against them and crumble them and erode them into dust? What will be your choice upon entering the world of caves and creatures?